On today's menu, a deliciously crispy recipe I can hardly wait to wrap my hands around. Crispy baked dumplings. Lei hou ma, that's how's it going in Cantonese. Welcome to Young Man Cooking, I'm Yeung. Nothing beats dumplings that are delicious, easy to make, crispy, and baked in the oven. Before we get started, a big thank you to today's episode sponsor, VITAMIX, which I'll mention more in a little bit. As always, let's get started with the recipe first. These are some dry shiitake mushrooms I've had rehydrating in some hot water for about 8 to 10 minutes. So delicious, amazing texture. Of course, you can also reuse that soaking water for another recipe. Two pieces of garlic, roughly chopped. Small piece of ginger, roughly chopped. One red onion, roughly chopped. Of course, you can substitute for white onions or shallots if you like. Roughly chop about 50 grams of canned bamboo. 1 carrot, diced. The carrot will add some natural sweetness and a nice crunchy texture. Pat dry about 175 grams of extra firm tofu. Chop the tofu into small cubes. The tofu will add body to the dumplings. Non-stick pan. Medium heat. 2 tablespoons avocado oil. Red onions. Saute for 2 to 3 minutes. Getting some nice color on the onions will add a lot of flavor. Garlic and ginger. Saute for 1 to 2 minutes. Carrots and tofu. Half cup edamame. Saute for 3 to 4 minutes. These dumplings will have a good mix of some crunchy and tender textures. Roughly chop the rehydrated shiitake mushrooms. These will also add some body to the dumplings and a delicious umami. Add the shiitakes and the bamboo to the pan. 1 tablespoon soy sauce. 1 tablespoon dark soy sauce. 2 tablespoons hoisin sauce. Saute for another 3 to 4 minutes. The sauce will accentuate the savory and sweet flavors from the filling ingredients. If you've been following the channel for quite some time, then you would have seen me use the VITAMIX quite often. Naturally, when I saw that they launched a food processor attachment, it was definitely a take my money type of moment. So it's so awesome that VITAMIX is today's episode sponsor. If you're familiar with VITAMIX, then you know that they are the Rolls Royce of blenders. The food processor attachment combines the power of the VITAMIX motor base with the precision of a large capacity, full-featured food processor. The food processor attachment uses VITAMIX's wireless self-detect technology, which is found in the Ascent and Venturis motor bases, to automatically shut off if it's not safely assembled. This 12-cup capacity work bowl also comes with 2 reversible slice and shred discs and a storage case to minimize the valuable space it takes up in the kitchen. Not only is the VITAMIX one of the most valuable tools, it also looks great on the kitchen counter. To find out more information about VITAMIX products or to see what model fits best for your lifestyle, definitely check out that link in the description box below. Transfer the sauteed veggies to the food processor. Blend for a few seconds. Stop and scrape down the sides if required. The filling should be slightly sticky and easy to work with. Preheat the oven to 400. Get organized with the dumpling filling, some dumpling wrappers, and a small cup of water. Using a half tablespoon, generously scoop the dumpling filling and place into the middle of the dumpling wrapper. Dip your finger in the water and line the edges of the wrapper. Take your time to crimp and pleat the dumplings closed. This may take some practice, but the beauty about making dumplings is that you're usually not just making one. Repeat until you run out of filling. I'm using store-bought dumpling wrappers in today's episode, and they're usually found in the freezer section. We're baking these dumplings in today's episode, but of course you can pan-sear them, fry them, or boil them in your next noodle soup. Spread the dumplings onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Spray a little bit of oil onto the dumplings. Be sure to get the front and the back of them. Bake in the oven for 15 to 18 minutes or until crispy and golden brown. Make a simple dipping sauce by combining some freshly chopped green onion with a red-dyed chili for spiciness. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of black vinegar, and a half teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. Plate the dumplings along with the dipping sauce. You can now crunch down on these delicious dumplings with absolute confidence. These little guys are just adorable. This is a real treat. Look at that. Man, that sauce has a little bit of a kick to it, but that is just sensational how crispy this is. Visually, this is just stunning. It has that beautiful golden brown color and it's just delightful. There are so many different nice flavors going on here. There's the salty umami from the soy sauce. The dark soy sauce just adds a little bit of richness. That toasted sesame oil brings that beautiful fragrance. The green onions just add that freshness, and that chili pepper really adds that nice heat and that kick. And that filling is just extraordinary. It has that tofu which helps bind everything together and adds a lot more body to the filling. The shiitake mushrooms brings a little of that nice chewy texture and that nice earthy umami. That natural sweetness from the carrots is welcomed and goes really nicely along with that savoriness from the bamboo shoots. These dumplings were so simple and easy to make, and you can of course swap out the dipping sauce and try using some spicy mayo or drizzling over that spicy smoky chili oil. Looks super fancy, like you took the entire Sunday to make this, but easy enough as a weeknight activity. Like I always say, it's simple, delicious recipes like this that makes it so exciting to cook at home. And if you love easy, delicious recipes like me, definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 3 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. There's a print or digital version of these books. You can also check out the Sushi Masterclass along with the other Young Man Cooking merch down in the link in the description box below, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. If you're not already subscribed with that notification bell clicked, definitely do so. I'll see you in the next episode.